Start the slideshow. Okay, so welcome everybody to our Saturday afternoon Zoom. Thank you for being on. My name is Inez Robinson. I'm going to be taking the second part of the meeting. So I'm going to actually hand straight over to Avril in order to start the call. You there, Avril?
Thank you, Inez. Thank you, Inez. It's great to be here. It's nice to be able to present to everybody, and it's so nice to be able to present with Inez today. I'll start off quickly by just saying how I got involved in Lifewave. For those that don't know, my name is Avril Shane. I am from Mossel Bay in South Africa, sunny South Africa. So one day a good friend of mine came and she showed me the patch and she said to me, "Have you heard of the X39?" So I said, No, I haven't. So she said, "Okay, can I tell you a little bit?" I said, "No problem." And she told me a bit about the patch. And I looked at this patch and I said to her, "This looks like something out of Star Wars." I was very skeptical. I thought this little plastic piece of plaster is definitely not going to do what she's saying it's doing. Anyway, I carried on and she sent me some information. I jumped on a call like this, and then I decided, sure, I think I need to dive a little bit deeper, and I did. And so today I'm here to be able to tell my story. Okay. So to start the presentation, when we start the presentation, we usually start with saying, "Have you been patched yet?" And what does the patch do? It elevates, it activates, and yes. So some of us have been patched, some of us not yet, but that's why we are all here today. So we all want to learn more about the patches. And then to tell you a little bit about David Schmidt. He's our CEO, he's the inventor of X39. He has over 180 patents. He's a scientist and an inventor. He specializes in age reversing, which we will talk about a little bit later. In 2008, when the buzzword was stem cells, then David started focusing his attention on stem cell research. And his recent patent, which is the X39, took 10 years and 4.5 million to bring to market. It's not easy to get a patent, and you need to have a research showing that the product does what it says. So what does this patent say? It says, in some embodiments, as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. So this is a 20-year patent, meaning that we still have 16 years before anything like this will be brought to market. Why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging. Now, I didn't know that at the age of 30, only half of your stem cells were active. But at the age of 60, you lost almost all stem cell activity. So that's why the older we get, the less activity we have. This, I think, we should especially feel in our knees. We normally feel them in our knees. And it's great to know that this is something that we can change by wearing the patch. How does this X39 work? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy, or as we know it, it's light therapy. So we can understand this, for example, when we walk into the sunlight and our bodies generate vitamin D. It's a patented nanocrystal technology. It reflects light to activate. The light that it reflects is light from your own bodies. The patch is activated by your body's own infrared light, which activates your copper peptides. These copper peptides, amongst many other things, activate your stem cells. They are non-transdermal, no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants, and non-invasive. The benefits of X39. There are many, but people's bodies are different. So not everybody will have the same benefits, or they will have the same benefits, but not at the same times. Okay, so the benefits of X39 is increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality, mental clarity, so that means no more brain fog, restored muscle or skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, improved skin appearance. So you do achieve optimal health. It's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. When you wear these patches, okay, so yeah, social well-being when you wear these patches. Okay, at this point, I'd like to put a disclaimer out there. Lifewave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Okay, now this is interesting. We're looking at a topography map where the participant is a 77-year-old woman with X39 placed on the back of her neck. So if we look at session 1, you can see she had no X39. She had inflammation in the brain, and you can see that with the red and the yellow, or the red and the orange is in the photo. And she had a lack of brain coherence. Then in session 2, after 3 weeks on X39, she had no more inflammation, and she had improved brain coherence. And then in session 3, you can see that she was 6 weeks on X39, complete turnaround. She had better brain coherence, and her brain remained wearing the patch for 6 weeks. So 9 long-term results per case studies on This Is It info.com. You'll find lots of information and case studies on this website, thisisit.info.com, which we will refer to a little later. The first few days, 1,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. So collagen is not just about having a good skin, your hair, your nails. Collagen is glue in your body that keeps everything together. And then within 6 months, our heart reverses in age. Clinical studies have shown up to 8 years in age reversal. How to wear the X39. Wear your patch 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and to rejuvenate. Then throw the patch away. You don't have to throw the patch away. You can patch a dog, you can patch your partner, you can patch a plant. Anything that lives, you can patch. And then you can throw the patch away. Then put a new patch on and repeat the process again. You can wear more than one at a time, but not more than one X39 at a time. We have supplementary patches called Icewave, Silent Night, and 10 others. But you should only wear one X39 and any other patch. You can wear more than one of the other supplementary patches. And then drink lots of water. It's recommended that you take about 2 to 3 gulps every 15 to 30 minutes, and you use a good electrolyte. It helps with detox and also to hydrate your cells. And this helps your patches work even better. X39, so sophisticated yet simple to explain. The testimonies of X39 are life-changing and emotional, and we'll hear that now. We'll hear some of them on the call. And the best thing about X39 is that it actually works. Thank you, Inez. Should I go on with this one first?
No, I'm back here.
Okay.
No, that's great, Avril. Thank you very much. Is there anybody that would like to talk about their testimonial? If you'd like to unmute yourselves and.
Yep. Okay. I joined in September because I suffer from osteoarthritis, especially in the back and the knee, and I was very impressed and I'm now my 3rd month now, and I must say the pain has eased. Hasn't gone away altogether, because I realise some people take a bit longer, but I'm very confident that it will sort my problem out, because I've had back operations, had steroid injections, none of them worked. So I was very pleased to start this course and very excited about it. And from then I delved into the whole operation, network marketing, and wow, I was impressed, because I wasn't really interested in doing that. I just wanted to cure my back pain. But I'm very excited about the whole operation, which I'm sure Ines is now going to talk about.
Yes, thank you, Michael. That's great. So, yes, so my name is Ines Robinson. I have been, oh, somebody else is coming in. Sorry, I'm going to mute you there, Avril. Oh gosh, mute. It's jumping around all over the place. I've been on I was introduced to the patches a year ago, literally just a year ago. And it was a friend of mine, and I wasn't interested. I thought it was a whole load of rubbish. How this little plastic little disc was going to help me in any way, shape, or form. I just, really was very negative about it. But I trusted my friend, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And if it doesn't work, I'll send them back, get my money back. Ordered the patches, and as you say, you put one on the back of your neck. And I put one on, and it was just incredible. It immediately started to release the right-hand side of my neck. Everything on my right-hand side was pretty dire by that stage. I had a torn meniscus in my right knee. I couldn't walk for more than 20 minutes every other day. The rest of the time I was sort of hobbling around with sharp pains in my knee. My right elbow, I'd had really bad the tendons and the ligaments injury from dogs, because my husband and I, we rescue dogs. So over 10 years ago, we had one large German Shepherd, and she was sort of yanking and pulling at my arm, and that damaged the ligaments. And that's just only got worse over the years. So from that, then my right wrist was quite weak. I had to stop going to yoga last year, and things were sort of getting worse. And I'm only 58, so I didn't really class myself in the level of being so bad that I couldn't do stuff. I wasn't that old, but I wasn't young either, and I was sort of putting it down to aging. Anyway, it started to release the neck muscle, and I could look over my shoulder, which I hadn't been able to do for years. And I thought, oh, must be something in it. So continued to use to use the patch every day, and it went on to completely clear up my meniscus. That's completely repaired. I can walk the dogs for now 5, 6, 7 kilometers, and I don't even notice it. I'm back at yoga. I can do absolutely everything. My elbow got loads better as well. And it has been life-changing, not just for me, but really for my husband. He has got arthritis in his wrist and in his ankles and his hips and his
knees
and he likes to interject. He's got 3 impacted discs on his lower back. He has 8 years ago he woke up one morning paralyzed, couldn't move, and rushed off to hospital. They couldn't really find out what was wrong with him. And they said, here's a bunch of medications, off you go. So he ended up going to a chiropractor who diagnosed that he had the top part of his spine was, he had an unnatural curvature, the top part of his spine. It was getting worse. And the prognosis was between 5 and 7 years from back then, he would be in a wheelchair. There was no if, no buts. It was just a case of matter of when. It's something we've worked towards. We moved up from the coast where we were living in Spain up into inland. So we've got more land, single-story building, and his mobility got worse and worse and worse, very wobbly, couldn't walk upstairs, could hardly move, didn't want to get out of his chair, very depressed, very down. And there's me with an elbow that isn't working and leg that isn't working. How am I going to look after him? So these patches have just been phenomenal. I started patching him, and he now literally he can run up and down the stairs. It's like we've gone back 8 years. It's just been phenomenal. So yeah, I can't say any more about it, just how wonderful it's been. This is the website. This is it, info.com. There's a load of information on there. There's all the patents, all the clinical studies. This isn't something that's just been thrown together. There's a lot of science behind it, 10 years of science and development that's gone into this patch. So let me tell you a little bit about the company. Company growth, it's a 20-year-old company. As Avril mentioned, there are these supplementary patches which have been around, and they help with hormones, with sleep, with various other issues, but very, very specific. But David Schmidt wanted to find something that could help people with with their stem cells, because the new science, or the science that's been around since the 70s, is all about stem cells. The company's gone from $20 million along every year up to $320 million in 2022. Looks like they're going to smash half a billion this year, possibly more. 3,000% increase, and 86% of it is to do with the X39. And it's all based on results. This is the brilliant thing, because it's not something that you can just go, here, take this, take this. You have to get the results. And it is shown that if people stay on these patches for 3 months, there is a 97% success rate. We're open in over 75 countries, and it's not a Me Too product like a lot of them out there. It is completely unique. We're the only company that has this. We're the #1 ranked momentum company as per businessforhome.org. And it's definitely going. So what's important in your time? Is it family time? Is it time freedom, security? You want to travel, less debt, better health? Whatever it is, we have a plan for you if this is something that you might be interested in as a business. Okay, the compensation plan is phenomenal. There are 4 different ways of getting paid. There's basic retail, so somebody comes and buys a product from you through the website. You don't have to keep any stock. You don't have to stick a load of money into stock. They buy from the website, and the company pay you a commission. And from there, you can then invite other people to join you in the business, all working together. And there are various commissions that you can then attain. And as I say, we have a plan for you. Some people are interested in a couple of hundred extra a month. Other people want to replace an income. I mean, for me, a couple of my businesses haven't been doing too well. So for me, I'm looking to replace that income, which I've pretty much done. And then there's the big money, the beach money. There's also these matching bonuses, and there is an unlimited income potential. So ignore what's on the screen here. All you need to do is put the patch on, get your result, tell people about it. And I really feel this is a company, irrespective of the money side of things, this is a company that is on the precipice of how we as humans are going to look at our wellness, and how we are going to look at ourselves. I mean, there's so many people don't want to be on medications, and that's really the only option. You go to the doctor, you're shoved with a medication or a this or a that, and that's it. This is something that can prevent an awful lot. Now, we can't say we're going to cure this, that, and the other, but the results that are out there have been phenomenal. I do patch our dogs, and we've got one with a bad autoimmune disease, open sores on her paws. Nothing was working, and this has worked. She has a far better level of life. And our old girl, who's 16, is bouncing around like a puppy, which is incredible to see. So, there is definitely something in this at all. The power of X39, different various methods and ways you can get started, various different packages you can come in at. There is one that is just the sign-on, join-on fee for $25. You can get going, and then you can get your sleeves. There's a retail price and there's a wholesale price on these, and the wholesale price is at $99 a month. That's 30 patches in that sleeve for $100 plus your delivery and your local tax. So considering my mum recently passed away from pancreatic cancer, she tried as a last-ditch attempt a stem cell therapy. It was 19,000 euros. That was for one treatment, which unfortunately didn't do anything. The only result she got, interestingly enough, was with the patches. On day 3, she was able to get out of bed and walk around the table, which was something that she hadn't been able to do. So I saw myself, and they were telling me. So towards the end of the presentation here, we have 2 websites. There is the thisisit.info.com. So this is for people who, if you're interested in learning more, you want to see some of the testimonials, you want to see the patents and all the science, that's that one. If you decide that you want to join us, and this is something you could be interested in, we have the This Is It team with a load of other information in there. We have these Zoom calls going on all the time. A lot of the business is done for you. It's already set up. It's very simple. We just talk to people and give them the link to there are so many of these Zoom calls going on. So make sure that you get back to the person who brought you onto the call. Speak to them, see what it is you want to do, whether you want to be a customer, whether you want to get involved in the business and get going. And I want to thank you very, very much all for being here. I'm going to stop the recording, and then if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask.